I wanted to wear all one color for you. Do you like pink?
I love it. I love pink. You really got that out of me early. I was gonna say it later, and you got it out of me right off the bat.
I was afraid I would forget. I watched that clip. You know a movie when someone's husband is dead and they watch the wedding tape over and over again? That's me watching Bob ask you if you like pink.
Wow.
It's so awesome.
I get stopped in every airport, on the street. People just come up and go, love pink. What camera do I look at? Pink, I love you. Always will.
We don't just have to look at the camera. We have pink in the studio. No, we don't. Would you gag if she walked in?
Yes,
And
I
she was
would
like,
live.
it's me, Alicia. Isn't her name Alicia?
I don't know.
Well, you're not a real fan.
I knew you were gonna say that as soon as I didn't know her birth date and her siblings and
Hi, it's Trixie Mattel, and welcome back to The Pit Stop, the show where we're gonna recap RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 9. Today we're on episode 8, and we have in the studio the one and only piece of shit from hell. Thorgy Thor is here.
Woo! I'm wearing my active wig. You wanna see it? Woo!
It's like an All-Stars reunion.
Yeah.
God, All-Stars 3 seems like 500 years ago.
Did you have a good time? I mean, you won, but did you have a good time?
Did you have to eye roll when you said it? Did you have to go, you won?
I mean, you won, but did you have a good time?
I don't love competing.
Have you ever seen me on both seasons? Anxiety-ridden,
Yeah.
crazy person, and being ostracized for it.
Yeah.
Why are you so anxious? I'm like, because I'm gonna get eliminated, and
That's what
this
I'm
is
saying.
my career, and I love this, and I'm really good at this. But you don't seem to be noticing, and then you win.
What's happening? You've been traveling as a superstar drag queen for what, like 10 years now?
Tours were great. After season 8, we went on like the never-ending 2-year tour. I actually got to play violin with symphony orchestras with my show Thorgy and the Thorchestra, which I said and I screamed from the rooftop like, I want to combine my two loves. And I managed to do that, and I played with many amazing symphony orchestras globally. I'm very proud of myself that I actually was able to do that and call myself a trailblazer because nobody really did that before. And I showed up like, "Ah!" and we sold out every show.
Right.
And everyone goes, yeah!
Yeah.
You're actually in my show. I make fun of you too. I would love to play something with you.
Right now, I would say we're doing Elaine Stritch and JoJo Siwa live in concert. That's kind of what we're giving now. But, woo!
Woo!
Do people do woo to you?
All the time.
And mustard.
Yeah, New York is interesting. You either get people that pass you, because I'm like 7 feet tall, I have wackadoo hair, Harry Potter glasses. This is my look that I've cultivated over years of blending in.
You think no one's gonna notice Jurassic Park size Miss Peacock going into the bodega?
I feel like we've gotten to be better friends since All Stars 3.
I don't. Girl, I hated you then, I hate you now, like, you know? So Thorgy, we're talking All-Stars 9 today, so let's do a badge count for everyone. Plastique, Roxy, and Angeria have 3. Gottmik, Nina, Vanjie, and Georges have 2. Chanel, 0.
Oh, also, she's not like a bad sport and getting nasty.
Right.
She's just like, I just kind of want one.
Have you ever won a Drag Race challenge?
No, thanks for reminding me.
And you're like adjusted. So Chanel, look, it's gonna be okay.
I'm even keel, down to earth, chill.
When I think of Thorgy, I think of stable. I think of someone you could leave your kids with. I think
That stable?
Yeah, in a stable. Are you a Chanel fan like the rest of us?
I don't think I've ever met Chanel.
And that's not what I asked. I asked, were you a fan of her?
Love Pink.
Chanel's the new Pink.
Watching her on social media, and even without the filters, because she filters, she don't need it. She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
She's really kept up her face really well.
I feel like as drag queens, we're always getting a little better, we hope, right? But there are some drag queens where I'm actually mystified by the—
Name them.
I'm mystified.
Name them.
I'm mystified.
Name them. Name them.
Bob. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Last week, the top 2 queens were Nina West and Angeria, with Angeria winning a 3rd lip sync. She's kind of the serious threat now.
Well, she's gotten a lot of scissors.
She's gotten a lot of scissors, but she gets a lot of wins. If you're getting the scissors, it's because people think you're the one to beat.
You asked me earlier about All Stars 3, so now it's like watching this, my body and mind go right back to being there. And I'm just like, ugh, I would love to stick around the whole time. And now it's all about the alliances.
It is Survivor.
Do you chop? What do you call it? What was it?
Circumcision. Oh, you get
Snip.
snip.
It's a sniz or snippers.
Yeah, it's
or
a
something.
snipper.
Yeah. I want to tear down somebody in first place.
I'm exactly the same
It's
way.
smart.
If you and I met in a normal season, and we don't know who each other are, we don't know what we do well. On All Stars, you go, well, shit.
Yeah.
We
they're
just
good.
did 2 comedy challenges, so I bet next is sewing. So maybe I should block the girl who's a great sewer. So you almost have to think of it that way too, if you're being strategic.
What are you bad at?
I don't know.
I never got to do a roast.
Oh, you're an amazing roaster.
I know. There is no joke that I don't feel comfortable saying at a roast. And they're all wrong.
I miss doing them. They're so fun.
So fun. I would love to go back. Do you remember? This is a whole other story.
I
Do you
love
remember
doing
sitting
roasts.
next to me? We were on tour and Kimchi went and roasted me.
Oh, and it was just mean?
Oh yeah. She was like, out of all of the girls on RuPaul's Drag Race, I don't like Thorgy.
It was so awesome.
And I went, oh. It was just constant meanness and it never stopped.
You're a good roaster and you're a good person to be roasted.
Yes.
Because you'll take anything. So Angeria got her revenge and she snipped Gottmik. So this is Mick's second time getting snipped. And you can tell that Mick is a little peeved that Angeria snipped her again. You know
What else was tough? Getting eliminated. It seems personal. I would be like, what did I do?
And I hate when on Drag Race it's like, well, I'm trying to be fair.
No.
What is fair? That bitch is better than you.
We're
Send her home
literally
now.
here. Take out the competition.
Girl, Mick's like,
Yeah.
well, what the Now next week I have to work just as hard as the rest of you and I can't actually get the badge.
Never win, yeah. I never won a challenge. You know, Bob said it. Bob goes, Thorgy doesn't want to win. She just wants you to lose. And I went,
That's dark.
I'm kind of dark.
Yeah.
I hate when people win.
Now, do you think
Because I don't want to cheer you on. I don't want you to do well.
I know. I think you were the only person on All Stars who didn't vote for me.
I'm getting very angry right now. No.
Wait.
Oh.
This was on the chin, and I couldn't let you do that.
There was a feather stuck in my face.
Yeah. Either that or
I
it
wore the
sprouted out of your chin in the middle
worst.
of talking. Just, what if you were just
Turning
like
into an
Yeah,
ostrich.
totally. What would your charity be?
I have ADHD, probably something with that. When I'm listening to somebody, there's a million conversations going on in my head.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's a noise over there, there's a dog over there, the sun is in my eyes. I always think I'm hiding it, and everyone's like, what's wrong, are you okay?
And when people are like, oh, acting is all listening, I'm like, and that's why I'm not an actor.
Well, this is why you're a good interviewer,
You know.
and I think I am too, because I'm like, we're not doing anything else but sitting here chatting.
That's it. They're not even filming this.
Shut up. Can you recall horrible interviewers that you got interviewed by?
I recently interviewed by a guy. He was like, you know, your gigs when you're out there lip syncing in bars, and I said, yeah, the theaters I sell out have bars. Like I was like, you really don't know anything.
Yeah, like
what
the
you're talking about.
5,000.
Yeah, you know what the talking about, bitch.
At least just Google me.
No kidding. If you avoided me on YouTube this long, it's been a choice. Plastique, who is clearly one of the frontrunners, has avoided being cut off all season, Thorgy. Make sense of it for me.
She's perfect.
But why is nobody going, she's perfect, we better snip
You're
her?
right. I would say it on the runway when somebody's with the scissors. Get Plastique. Just get her.
And get the real scissors. Stab her in the eye.
In the chest.
Right. Neutering the frontrunner helps everyone.
Not only is she so beautiful and her body's right, she's funny. And she like doesn't take anything too seriously.
I liked her on her season. Now I love her.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you come to All Stars and people have such a good showing, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they come back and it's not so great.
I was great.
I wish we could bait people to talk about
And
Drag
now-
Race queens and then have them step out like Elliot with two T's.
Come down here.
Would you gag if you were like, I just don't like Plastique, and she was lowered down like Pink on one of those rubber bands? Whatever, yeah.
On the rope.
Yeah, you love
Singing.
Pink. So despite the season being for charity, Thorgy, do you see the competitive spirit of these queens coming out as we get closer to the end?
It's your career. Everyone in the globe is watching. It's a pageant.
And you get snipped and you're like, how am I gonna react to this snipping in a way that's flattering but not?
I'm gonna burn all of your houses down. You and then act bitter because then the fans don't like that either.
We're all sisters, but like, there's always a little bit of ruthlessness that comes out.
Why do you dress up in the first place, Trixie? Attention.
We're all sisters.
Don't forget that you are a money-hungry, fame-hungry slut. Uneducated slut. Don't forget it, bitch. It's a new day in the workroom, and
Good transition.
And Gottmik is breaking lights. Chanel's juggling, and more importantly, what does this bitch got to do to get a badge?
No.
And last week, RuPaul said to her, Chanel, you are one of the most famous drag queens in the world for 16 years. No badge though. Love Pink.
Woo! This is good.
Ru enters and instructs the queens that they have to get in quick drag because for the mini challenge, they'll be photobombing various travel destinations.
I did the Cha-Cha Bitch in season 8 in quick drag. I did Frida Kahlo, so I drew a giant line across my thing, and I was like, I can't do it. These girls are looking gorgeous in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Nina has never looked better.
Why does Nina look the best in this mini quick drag than she ever has?
She came out, and I was like, oh, stunning.
But it also begs to ask, if your quick drag looks like your runway drag, what are you doing for that other hour and a half? We need to look inward. The body keeps the score.
She's not getting a BBB.
The beautiful benefactress quick drag. Like
I couldn't remember how to say it, so I just said BBB.
it's really fierce. Angeria just squatting.
Yeah.
Just see.
Ripped off her hair, was like, oh yeah. I'm like, I love this.
I also love Georges. I'm gonna put my arm around the polar bear. Could you imagine Georges this big next to a polar bear? The winner's Nina West.
Yeah.
Honestly, for quick drag, she kind of earned it.
Head to toe, I was like, you look good.
She looks great.
Yes.
Rue explains for the Maxi Challenge, the queens have to design and create a look inspired by one of Rue's songs.
Yeah.
What song would you have wanted?
Kitty Girl was on there, right?
Yes.
Kitty girl.
That was you, right?
Yes.
So that brought me back. I like things that bring me back.
Is there a song you would have done that wasn't offered?
I would have done The Realness. Dun, dun, dun,
Realness
dun,
what you
dun,
feel.
dun, dun, dun.
Strategically, Animal Print hides quick sewing.
Oh yeah.
You can do shitty sewing and Animal Print hides the seams. I love when Vanjie took a moment to go, you know, Rue, all the songs are so great.
Can I just take a moment to like oogle and ogle on how much I'm in love with Vanjie this season?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Stunning, funny, the exact same person that we remember, Miss Vanjie.
Uh-huh.
She has only gotten more beautiful. Her skin is perfect. She knows how to use the camera. She is great television to watch.
Uh-huh.
And out of drag, oh, there's another feather. Out of drag, really attractive.
She really is handsome out of drag.
Handsome.
I'm just a sucker for a nice big square jaw. Her makeup artistry is not to be f***ed with. She is gorgeous.
Everything is just,
Yeah.
Vanjie.
Vanjie, come on the pit stop.
Yeah.
And me. No.
Oh!
You love design challenges. What do you love about
Love design.
it? Love paints.
I've always crafted. I've been doing drag, I think, for 22 years. And I remember being like, I need to learn how to sew because there was no designers that were making custom, you know what I mean?
No, didn't
I
exist.
went to Walmart, I bought a sewing machine, and I got home and I took it out and I said, step number one, turn it on and plug it in. Boop. And I went from there. And I would go to thrift stores and I would find things, rip them apart at the seam, and like pattern make out of that with things that I knew fit me.
We all approach building costumes very differently.
Yes.
Like maybe it's the Virgo in me. I understood sewing through flat patterning.
Yeah.
That made it all make sense to me.
Flat patterning.
Drafting patterns of my body and going from there.
Got it.
I learned like the proper way. Some of these drag queens, I'm like, I know she doesn't sew, and she knows nothing
Well,
but how to wear pasties
How many
and be a
times can
hoochie.
you remember watching the show when it's a design challenge and a girl laying on the floor and having somebody literally take a marker and trace their
Like she
body
just
while
died. Chalk outline like a crime scene, and it's just some girl.
They like cut it and hot glue the edges. Derek Barry.
I would never insult the integrity of Drag Race by going on there and not knowing how to sew an outfit.
I don't
I'm
understand.
sorry.
And at this point, still, you still didn't go, why don't I just learn the basics of how to turn it on, thread it, but still getting on there like, I just haven't touched a sewing machine ever. I'm like,
You know how to cook meth, but you don't know how to put it in a zipper? Like, do you know what I mean?
especially with the energy of meth.
Yes. Well, you cook the meth
figure-
first, and then you're like, I got it. This machine.
I can do anything.
Yeah, totally.
Let's break this and put it back together just because I have the energy to do it. On season 8, it was the first challenge, the design challenge, and I had all these red fabrics and whatever, and I made a full length, it wasn't the most beautiful gown.
It wasn't.
You will use every opportunity, I love you. I cut it in half and I was gonna do a cream cheese frosting, like headpiece, like a big helmet. Like I was gonna be a red velvet cupcake.
Oh, I see. There's a lot of people who are drag queens who aren't on Drag Race.
Yeah.
And when you're
There are?
when you're not a Drag Race queen and you're watching some girl who got this golden ticket not know how to work a machine,
Maddening.
it's
You turn into Nina
infuriating.
West getting cha-cha.
I sit at the bar with my Jack and Coke, and I swear to God, the glass like breaks in my hand. Like, I'm like, and there's blood in my hand. I'm like, okay, another whore who doesn't even know how to
How did you not
add a
learn?
seam. Wouldn't you at least have your drag mom be like, here's how to make a tube dress. Here's how to make a gaucho, an active gaucho. A palazzo, okay. So here's all the pairings. Chanel gets to pick first, and she chooses, Hey Sis, It's Christmas.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Be disappointing and confusing if she didn't.
Yeah.
Chanel picks Angeria, who gets cake and candy. Angeria picks Gottmik, who gets new friends silver, old friends gold. Gottmik picks Vanjie, who chooses Kitty Girl. Vanjie picks Roxy, who chooses Lady Cowboy. Roxy picks Plastique, who chooses Star Baby. Plastique picks Georges, who chooses I Bring the Beat. Love that song.
Yeah.
Which leaves Nina with the song Cha Cha Bitch. And for a touring Broadway show actress, I was like, girl,
But
be mad.
I was
plugged.
like, whoever's hand or leg was next to me watching
Blood.
it, I was like squeezing, like she is going to
Pop.
explode, and it's
Yeah.
going to be the best television the world has ever seen. This is reality gold.
Yeah, I'm fine with the fabric I got. I love it. And I'm happy I have it. And I will be
can't
sewing
wait.
with it. When you gave me this fabric, I knew that there was a God.
It was in my dream last night, and I knew it would come true.
I brought this from home. I had the same thing in my bag.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah. What do you think of these choices?
Roxy, that's a good choice because she's all country and she's gonna have a good time.
Maybe the vibe is to pick the song that you want to walk to.
Oh,
Yeah, and if that song matches your vibe, maybe it'll help you sell your outfit.
boom.
Vanjie, of course, isn't the strongest seamstress, but she says she wants to do a trench coat. Ambitious?
Yes, I can sew, but I can't tailor a suit.
Those are the types of costume pieces that can go
Yeah.
very masculine. I know you know about that. Looking male in drag? You know. Angeria's feeling good that she snipped Gottmik because it's a design challenge, which, like we said, it's not about why you snip someone today. It's about what challenge do you think is next?
Yes,
It kind of
yes.
is. What I would do is I would turn to Asha. She does tarot.
Me and Aja have been friends for ever. So she came over to my house and she read my tarot cards and she did all this kind of stuff. And at the end of it, she gave me this recipe to go buy all of these weird animal bones. I had to milk my own animal, use that milk in a bath with my leaves.
Is that why you wore this?
And
Hi, Aja. We love you.
hi, Aja, love you. She's like, what is Trixie?
Who is it? You're still doing that, huh? Speaking of Angeria, we see her helping Chanel sew. I mentally believe that Chanel sews, and I guess she doesn't.
I thought Chanel, oh, definitely can sew.
I just thought that type of queen, that type of like veteran drag queen, she's gotta sew a little.
But it's surprising because Chanel is like the crafty queen. I mean, she has like 17 storage units, and she's like, I just got a new ornament for my Christmas collection. It's
Girl.
a 45-story star that lights up.
During Christmas, I just move into the Nordstrom window display.
Yeah, she
I
goes,
just
I
live
just
there."
rent trucks. It's easier.
I have Santa's real sleigh, and I drive it around like it's a Prius. And, you know,
And I have Miss Claus in a cage in my garage.
yeah, Santa has my Mazda. We just like switched. This is my dog, Rudolph.
Merry Christmas. Love Christmas.
Roxy says she's really determined to win a design challenge. Is it hard to not make a cowboy look hokey?
The cowboy look.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
in theory, in general.
What would you think cowboy drag costume would be on your design challenge?
I would have done bell-bottom disco cowboy.
I think I would spend a lot of time on the hat. Some big cowboy hat. And then the outfit's like whatever, but the hat is like a giant cowboy hat.
Or I maybe would have done something like I did for All Stars 3 promo, like the cowboy.
When you did that wonderful move when they said just freestyle, did you watch what I was doing?
You're laying on the ground.
I'm laying on the ground backwards with my head
It's just
broken.
nostrils and Adam's apple.
Yep, and
Yeah.
then my legs are doing calisthenics. Watch it.
It's so bad. Okay, and shut up. During walkthroughs, we're reminded Georges won a design challenge in season 14. Are the queens sleeping on Georges? I think Georges probably can sew, but I think we're right to expect Gottmik, Plastique. These are the people we should look out for.
Yes.
Young stoner drag queens, I don't think are gonna outsew the Plastiques of the world. You know? In my experience, stoners lack focus.
Yeah.
So she might start something great and then like fall asleep. I
Yeah.
don't know. We also see Chanel remind Root of her iconic moment from season 1 where she nominated herself to go home. What a throwback. Kids today don't know about this.
I know I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. I am beautiful. And you don't tell me that I'm beautiful. And I know 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was so good. This was a great Rebecca Glasscock.
Yeah.
Tammy Brown washing the car with her eyebrows that were here. It was a bunch of weirdos on television. I said, this is my tribe.
But it's pretty
Santino
awesome.
Rice, Merle Ginsburg.
I guess. Different times. Different
don't even
times. I
know.
don't even know.
Well, here's Merle now.
She breaks through that wall like the Kool-Aid guy and punches me across the face.
You know who I am?
Love Merle. Love Merle.
Love Santino Rice.
So Nina is struggling to make a glove. And be honest, is that a more challenging thing to sew?
Yes, it's so specific. And
It
even when you
is.
turn it around, if it's wonky or not long enough, you see it.
Crazy.
Crazy.
But if you make it too small, you're like,
Then you're-
I can't
then you're
even
like,
get it
"Oh, this
on.
doesn't-"
And also, unless
and you
you
don't
make,
want to look like webbed fingers.
we should offer a consulting firm for drag queens about to go on Drag Race.
Yes. If Chanel, I'm sorry, Chanel, I'm calling you out. In so many years, you don't have one simple, like, A-line dress.
I don't think Chanel has simple anything.
I know,
You know.
she really is gaudy and Christmas and
Well-
amazing and draggy and fun and Vegas.
I bet for Chanel, she's like, I would rather save up and pay someone to make the best version of this,
Yes.
and then I have the best.
Yes, fine.
Whereas you and I, we're in the slums. We'll take anything.
Can we talk about Plastique, what she was doing?
That not only speaks to skill, not only do I know how to do this, I know I can do it this time. Because if she
Laying
had-
out origami, like geometric to the millimeter shapes to make like these, and I'm like, what
Girl,
are
a
you
quilt.
doing?
A quilt.
She was quilting.
some of
Okay.
these whores, it would take them 3 days to make a pot holder.
Well, Nina never even got through a glove.
So, Thorgy,
My feathers are everywhere, I'm sorry.
Thorgy,
Yes.
we're in this together.
You shut your mouth and ask me a question.
Do you think for a sewing challenge, you should make something you know you can make, or like push yourself out of your box and try something new?
Little Women of LA. We did the Yellow Brick Road. So I made the 2 pieces, but it was literally a skirt and a top. It was well done because Marc Jacobs was the guest judge.
Wow.
And I'll never forget Robbie Turner's Little Women of LA. When we were sitting in the back, she goes, I liked yours the best. It was like finished. All the edges were finished. She goes, Marc Jacobs didn't see it, otherwise you would have won. Get her on the phone. And here she goes.
Get the Little Woman of LA and Marc Jacobs in here for a cage match immediately.
There's one feather that I can see.
There's
and
more than one feather.
I'm gonna gift it to you.
Oh, make a wish.
Dreams come true.
Every time that happens, a drag queen from Brooklyn puts on deodorant. Every single time.
Yes.
So we're ready to talk looks? Category is make your own kind of rusic. Sing your own special song. First up, we have Plastique Tiara.
Okay. Stop. Stop. She could have just worn this without the cape at all and she would have won.
I said that before that, I just said, F you.
Yeah.
You know how bad I wanted her to not finish that? Just to like, I don't know, make me feel good?
This is why you give her the chop, because
Thank
she's so
you.
good. Tear her down. Look at, she's amazing.
It's-
She's too good. She needs a lesson. The train, let's stop talking about it. Look, it's origami. But then the front, when did she have time to do that entire patchwork? Each one of those is like,
I don't know.
I can't do that.
I have nothing to say other than I love the makeup, the hair, the crown, the person, the outfit, the construction. There's nothing wrong with
The
this.
coloring.
And I say this as a Plastique fan. I would have snipped her by now because it's too good.
Get rid of her.
Kill her.
Kill her.
Kill her. Have her framed for murder. Up next, we have Georges. I just
I
feel...
think it's very simple, but like we said, you do what you know, and she's not like some fame, but she did win her challenge back in her season. So the expectations are kind of good.
It had some asymmetry. It had some visual interest. If this had been symmetrical, it would just have been like, oh, she just made
Just a
little...
simple dress.
Yeah, but I thought
It
with
was
the
more
hair-
work. It's like little peekaboo skin in the front, in the
Yeah.
back. And by the way, her skin looks delicious.
And by the way, it looks like an outfit.
When I saw all the fabrics like in a stack when they were showing it, I went, ooh.
Same.
But looking at it on her, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, the neon green works with that.
She also
Good
has a
job.
perfect skin tone for it. Makes that neon just pop. She looks
I
awesome.
can't wear yellows and oranges. I look like a corpse.
Cool. We know. Up next, we have Gottmik. New friends silver, old friends gold.
I want to hang out with Gottmik. All I know is Gottmik is on television.
All that braiding, I was watching being like,
Ambitious.
I just was like, what are they making?
Yeah.
What are they braiding? And then I was like, oh,
And the storyline tying it together. So now we have
friends,
keys.
lock, and like, if we have any critique,
I wanted just the head right here to be a snake. Because it's in the perfect place to be like a snake crawling up their body.
she really knows how to cheat herself taller.
Yeah.
She stretches the leg right up to the cash and prizes. So the leg always looks nice and long. Gottmik out of drag has got to be under 5'7", 5'6", probably maybe
Come on
shorter.
out, Gottmik.
Right. Hello?
Hello?
No, she's under here. And Gottmik is like, I might not be able to get a badge, but
I'm not gonna phone it in.
I still gag you all. Up next, we have Chanel. Hey sis, it's Christmas. This to me was so drag queen sewing challenge.
The way Chanel was like this on the runway was like, I'm a crazy Christmas fanatic. I was like, it's a whole act. It sold it to me.
It's certainly not a bad look. On a normal season, this could be like a top
For somebody
3.
who can't sew,
That's a good point, Thorgy. For a no sewing, this is actually totally turned out.
yeah.
And Chanel, she will always sell it on that runway. She looks beautiful. Wasn't my fave, but I guess if you get a box of red, gold, and green, this is what you have to do. I mean,
This is your friend on like Adderall who always has that Christmas party and wants to wrap all your presents for free.
totally, totally. Up next, we have Roxy Andrews.
I like the red bandana and I love her hair.
I have an issue with the hair.
What's your issue with her hair?
It's giving bald. And I say that,
Like balding?
and I can say bald, I have a bald friend. Where is the hair in the wigs?
I love when she moves and it's like active hair. You know, it moves.
Yeah, it's great for when you're working at the bank and you need to close that tube and send it back through. Like, but this is the runway of Drag Race. I was like, she is shaking her hair out at the gym. Is that too mean?
But it was really not, it was active. It's easy. It goes with everything.
Girl, this bitch said to me, when she walked on the runway, Thorgy goes, I like it. It's easy. It goes with everything.
Goes with
I said, is
everything.
that what you want your drag described as? I love a breathable gaucho. Like, what are you talking about?
Roxy sells me when she looks at you. You know, it's like, oh, she's having so much fun and she's gorgeous. Love the hair.
Love when she looked right at the camera and was like, don't ever do this at home. Like, she basically was like, why am I doing this? I love
She
that.
went, where is the camera?
Up next, we have Vanjie, otherwise known as Vanessa. And of course, Vanjie's like, let me put it off my shoulders like the slutty girl at the bus stop.
Yep. Like where you're kind of wearing it, but not really.
I think one of Vanjie's gifts is making any outfit hoochie. Yeah. She's just a little hoochie. Did you feel like the wig was a little far back on the head?
You said it right away and I went, now I can't unsee it.
Immediately.
It was here.
Yes. As queer people, we get to choose our own families, but also our own hairlines. So like, why is that wig on the back of your head? By the way, when RuPaul told her, I love that buckle the pilgrims used to wear.
Yeah. Good.
You think Vanjie knows what a pilgrim is?
No,
you know
she
what I
was
mean?
just
Like,
laughing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, pilgrims. I was there, the Mayflower. Girl. That is a short skirt. We can almost see her Pinta and her Santa Maria. I love cleavage here.
Just a little
Just
bit.
a little.
Just a little.
That's all you get.
It's like really good.
Katya calls it complex modesty.
Ooh.
And she went to art school, so I just believe her. Up next, we have Nina West. When she turned the corner, I went, thank God.
Yeah.
Because I needed Nina to actually like step out tonight. I did.
It's well fitted. It was simple. She probably took a corset that she already had, glued on the fabric, but it's well done. And it pulled the panels in with the colors of the hat. It's very saloon, and it's very cha-cha. It's Spanish. Yeah.
This is better than some of the professional outfits she had built for her. And she
I
made
knew
it.
you were gonna say that.
I don't mean it as a read. I'm almost like, Nina, maybe you tell these designers to go f off.
And
like,
say, I'm gonna make a fishtail
Yes.
gown in every fabric.
this is better than things she brought. I don't think the runway is Nina's best friend all the time. And tonight, the fact that she did do well and no one helped her work. Nina, I hope you're really proud of this. But you did a good job.
Good job.
Although when RuPaul was like, I was proud of our Nina.
Love Nina.
I was only about to say, love Nina. I f***ing can't stand you. Finally, we have Angeria Paris Van Michaels, Cake and Candy. I love pastels, I love pink.
Yeah.
Georgie, I thought this was kind of the hardest fabrics to work with.
It's sequin.
I think that's stretched velvet. For me, the gaggerini of this was when she was in the mirror with that little girl outfit on.
It was good.
I
You lost it.
wish she'd walked on the runway like that. She looked like a little storybook about a little boy who dressed like a girl. A little black girl from the Brewster Project.
Just gonna say a little black hair.
Yes.
I like her hair.
I hate that hair.
Oh, do you like that all the girls are doing
I'm
that
so over
kind
it.
of glued hair with the stones and it's like a helmet?
I'm tired of it. You put the duvet on your head and move on, you know? Like,
This was my least favorite look.
so Thorgy, who had your favorite look?
Gottmik, plastique with the origami geometry, and I loved Roxy's look.
My favorite was Gottmix.
I know, I think
it gave me,
Gottmik was
like-
my winner.
It gave me the blondes, but it also kind of gave me a little bit Versace. If I saw that walked on a runway, I would go.
You would believe it, like a designer made this.
I
yeah.
would want it.
Yep. You could see it in a collection too. Like I kind of want like a jacket coat.
Yeah.
With like almost military style like braids.
You could see it in a collection.
see it in a collection.
Because I could see it in a lot of different silhouettes for like men's, plus size.
And like locks.
Yes.
Please, like
Yeah, I love it.
good job, Gottmik.
Good job, Gottmik. And hang out with Thorgy. You have a
I
friend
know,
crush.
call me. Let's hang out.
During judges' critique, Rue announces that this is the last week of snipping. How do you think they feel? Relieved? Over it.com?
They were like, 50%, thank God. The other 50, please don't snip me.
Angeria's sort of like, can we stop?
Yep.
I think Roxy's sort of like, can we stop? You know? And then
And the other girls who are, they don't care.
Oh, they don't care.
Plastique's like, what's snipping?
Gottmik is like, can we stop? Like, you know. We find out the top two queens of the week are once again Plastique Tiara and Roxy Andrews. What do you think of the top two?
Gottmik was amazing, but couldn't win. So I think it was a good choice. And Roxy was great. The stoning on the back of Roxy's thing alone.
The cursive gave it a sweetness. Like, it had a story to it.
Feminine.
Yes. So Plastique is the first queen to make the top two 4 times. I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Yes.
That's just called being good at drag.
That's
There's
a good
no way
track
around
record.
it. You can get lucky, oh, this is my week, or oh, my friend helped me get the win. 4 times means you're just good.
And nobody chopped her.
Nobody. These girls are gonna watch this and be like,
They
what
did
were
it
we
to
thinking?
themselves. I feel bad.
Plastique and Roxy lip sync to No One Gets the Prize by Diana Ross. Love Diana Ross. I'm not even
Love
joking.
Ross. I was gonna say, watching this was very fun, but my eyes were on Roxy the entire time with her little like hair.
Yeah.
The act when she turned around and it moved, it went with everything she was wearing. It was easy.
Wearing to what? To the middle school
Her hair.
football game? Like, what are you talking about? It's offensive that she looks pretty in that hair.
It's so good.
Because do you know what you and I would look like in that hair?
I would look like I was balding in anemic, and you'd be like, Thorgy, this is not right.
I would look like Fabio. I would look more masculine than I even look out of drag. It's really crazy. My eyes, of course, are on Plastique because it's Plastique.
Yeah.
But Roxy kind of stood to the front, and then she grabbed her little prop, and she did that whole spoken little, and I was like, oh, this look was not made for this lip sync, but she still did it.
I kind of love it.
Yeah. To outshine Plastique is a skill.
And she was like naked.
I know.
With that red coat.
I know.
Like her legs in like a leotard with that coat. But the whole time I was watching literally olive green fabric. Circle.
We need to talk about this lip sync outfit. What is this split pea green, silky, billowing? That bitch looks like Yoda. That outfit was crazy.
I don't know why I'm living for it. I think it's because it's unexpected, it's muted.
I certainly didn't expect it, and it certainly was muted.
It's weird because I'm like, why are you wearing that? But then Roxy could sell anything to me. And
I think
sold
she
me.
could be sold anything at the store.
She bought that.
Sometimes you gotta put on your good old dune robe
Jumpsuit
and your
robe.
bank wig and let the girls know about Diana Ross.
Send that tube right through.
Roxy wins, do you agree?
Yes.
I agree too.
Okay, good.
No,
you just think it should have been
I
done in a
hate
different
the outfit.
Yeah.
But she slayed the lip sync, of course.
She did.
Roxy Andrews knows how to lip sync.
I know.
And Plastique-
A whole story. She knew that song.
Yes, and she knew the shape of it. This is a section where I get real with the audience.
Yep.
And it's great because she could just lay down in a swamp and they'd be like, we can't even see her. This had a very tactical green to me.
She dressed for survival.
100%.
And she survived.
And she survived. And you know, for my sanity, I need Plastique to not be perfect at something.
I remember somebody in red bouncing around on the side of the screen.
Yes.
While I was watching Roxy.
And I feel for Plastique because when you keep losing lip syncs, you start to go to bed at the hotel and you go, am I even a drag queen?
What am I doing here?
Yeah. Did you win a lip sync on Drag Race?
No. I only lip synced against Chi Chi.
Chi-Chi, and it was, I'm telling you, I'm like, yeah. Losing to Chi-Chi in a Dreamgirls lip sync.
I'm like,
very
I'll
easy.
take it. I'll
very
take it.
easy to lose.
I
yeah.
was like, I don't feel bad.
What artist do you think like, oh, that's my genre, that's my vibe? You won't take me down in the lip sync. Pink.
Love Pink. I mean, this is too much now. This is like,
Oh
This is
God! It'll be a super cut of this joke, and people will be like, "It's not that funny." People don't
it's
realize.
done now.
Yeah.
The joke is done.
Yeah. Roxy has still never lost a lip sync on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Stop. You're serious?
Dead serious.
That's like a fact.
It's a fact.
Good for her.
Good for her. The backbone of being a drag queen.
Yeah.
You're the best at it.
Perform.
Work.
Win or lose this show, she's winner.
Totally. Okay, so the snip. It's the final snip of the season. Roxy snips Angeria again.
At this point, now it's comedy.
Right. Angeria's like, should I come to you and just grab it? Like, you don't have to walk over here. Just toss it, girl. Throw it in.
Like, girl, I know what's happening.
I mean, it's kind of the only real rivalry of the season,
Yeah.
and it's not even personal. The other reason they're snipping you, it's not because it's personal.
It's like
because
a
you're
compliment.
doing well. You know, when you don't get snipped this many episodes in, are you like, so everyone here thinks I'm garbage?
Yep.
So Thorgy, we are deep into this season. Who do you think could win All Stars 9?
I kind of want like Vanjie to win because Vanjie is so polished with grit, flavor, and attitude, and just like different.
And a huge TV star.
I want her to be like, I won! Gottmik is amazing.
Amazing.
Fashionable, lovely, different, has a message. The first of their kind to be on the show, supporting and reaching out to lots of youth and people. And you know what I mean? Really just being special and amazing would be a great winner.
Angeria, like for one of the younger competitors, is like not to be f***ed with.
Roxy. She's been on the show like 14 times.
Yeah.
She's never lost a lip sync. She's gorgeous. She's Mama Bear. She's helping everyone. She's confident. She's cool.
And she always makes it to the top.
She's there.
Yeah. Thorgy, thank you so much for coming today. You were just like one of my favorites. I miss you so much.
I couldn't wait.
I love you.
love laughing with you. Love you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love this.
Love the pit stop. We took a fun joke and ruined it, and now everyone's gonna be so done with it.
No more. They're like, all right, the pink
We
joke
get
is
it.
done.
God. And thank you for joining us here on the Pit Stop. Next week, we're gonna be on episode 9 of season 9 of All Stars right here on the Pit Stop on the RuPaul's Drag Race YouTube channel. Bye. You know when your tights are just
Yep. I do that before every, like I pull them from here.
It's too much.
Like a condom, you leave a little room at the end.
My
Keep
luggage
going.
got lost one day. We were on a Christmas tour, and Thorgy said to me, dead ass. The only thing that came was my guitar, so I had no wigs, nothing. And you said, I have some eye pencils and a green clown wig. You were dead serious. I remember being like, what's the punchline? Oh, she just said that. Okay.
But I was trying to help.
Your makeup bag was a Pick and Save grocery bag.
You know where to go for the mecca of gay. It's right here, and you know that's right. So make sure you click to subscribe so you never miss a thing.